Hello, this is John Barton from JB Cases. So we're doing our weekly showcase for Tuesday, September 6th, the week of. So let's just jump right into it and show you what we have here. All right, I have starting out, I'll start out with this one here. This is a 2x5, 3x4 in teal and pastel pink here. And this case is really beautiful because it has a really nice kind of flowers, embroideries going on here. And it kind of looks like it's growing out of the case a little bit. It looks pretty cool. Let me show you what that looks like up close. You guys can get a better look at that. See how pretty that is? And then I like the way the name is here, just in the corner. Nice and neat right there. This has pink stitching, by the way, with backpack straps. And let's see what color interior we have. We have a light blue interior to go with it. So there you go. Very pretty. 3x4, 2x5. Okay, next one I have here is a 3x6. This one is black and slate gray. Right there. You see something here. I'm going to try and mess with the lighting here and see if I can get it a little bit less warm. See how that looks. All right. So here you go. 3x6 with backpack straps. Back gray stitching, says JML on here. And what color interior do we have? And this one has a gray 3x6 interior. There you are. Okay, next one I have here is a 2x3 pink with black piping on here, black straps, and this one says PML on there with a pink interior, 2 butts, 3 shafts. All right, now this one here is, this one's really interesting. This one here is a 3x6 black with a taller lid, but we also have some interesting things happening with the pocket. So the outside of this pocket here has a small zipper with a compartment in it, so a customer can put something in there, reach in, do that, and then we have a similar one on this pocket here, where the customer can also reach in and put something in there. Right now these pockets are stuffed full, so when I reach in it doesn't quite give as much, but once the pocket doesn't have the foam rubber inside, as you can see here, once I take the foam rubber out, then it becomes much easier to get inside the pocket, and it's got a little stretchy material on here, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and then in here we also sewed in an elastic pocket in here. So normally that's velcroed in, but this is sewn in, so he's got an extra pocket there. And sorry, let me put this back in here. Try to do all this with one hand. Let's see, is there one here too? Yeah, look, we got another one in here. See that little compartment right in there, sewn in there? So there you go. Pretty cool. And then what else do we have going on here? We have a center zipper on the lower pocket. Now the advantage of a center zipper is that you can open it up and you can basically open up the pocket and see inside like this. Okay, so that's a good way to get a practical way to be able to see inside the pocket. And then here we have the jump cue holder. Now our jump cue holders, just to let you guys know, this is padded, right? So a lot of people, let me push that out so you guys can see it. So it's really confusing right now. This is well padded. So if you feel it, you'll feel that it's nicely padded and it protects the jump cue from the contents of the pocket. That's important because you'll see a lot of companies, they will try to put a jump cue pocket in there, by the way, just so everybody knows, those jump cue pockets like that with just thin nylon, those were started by the It's George case company. And then when I created the InStroke case brand, a customer had asked me way back, 25 years ago. They said, "Can you do a jump cue compartment in the pocket, similar to what's happening with It's George, right?" And I looked at that, and I thought about it, and I thought, what if we put a zipper on the side here, and put the compartment there? That way, it's always easily accessible. You don't have to get all the way into the pocket. And ever since then, we've refined it and made it better, so it has a nice padded sleeve in there. So a lot of companies, they still go with the old way of just real thin nylon and a zipper, and your jump cue just gets beat up by whatever's inside the pocket. Now, some people have just cheap jump handles. Maybe they don't care if it gets all dinged up or beat up. But, there are a lot of very expensive ones on the market these days. Some of people get them to match their cues. I've seen jump cue handles, or jump cues basically, for $500, $600 that are really nice. So, if you want to protect your jump cue from damage from the other things that you might want to keep in the pocket, or even from the jump cue compartment itself, because a lot of these companies do that, and then they put a zipper in there, and then the zipper head gets in there and messes with the cue, or dings it up or scratches it up. So if you want to protect your jump cue to a higher degree, then you're well suited to own a JB case for that, because of the extra padded jump cue compartment that comes standard on our cases. And the only time that we don't put it on the pocket, attached to the pocket, is when the customer requests a different kind of pocket, in which case we provide a heavily padded sleeve that then goes inside the pocket, and then that still protects the jump cue to a much higher degree than anything our competitors do. It's small things like that that don't cost us a lot to do it, but they make a big, big difference in how your equipment is protected. So something to think about. All right, so then this case has backpack straps, all black, and then on the interior we have a ball holder in the lid in this 3x6 case. So there you go. I'm not sure whether that's in there, but okay. So just today, for example, I came across somebody selling a knockoff, another knockoff of our case, and this thing had a tag inside. It said, blah blah blah, case factory since 1991. And I know these people, and they don't have a case factory. They've never ever made cases. They're not a case maker. They're having cases made in a knockoff factory that makes knockoffs for everyone else too. And they certainly haven't been doing it since 1991. It's just another little way to lie to people. But the thing about it is this case was $240 retail price. That's the suggested retail on it. And if you went and you looked at one of our cases that is substantially the same appearance, our case would cost about $265. So you're talking about, maybe $25 more, but the differences are just you can't see the differences just by, mostly just by looking at it. But I'm going to do a whole video on that one, and I'm going to, go find the information and do a screen recording type video where you can see it. But it's just ridiculous, They put these knockoffs out there, and it's bad enough that the knockoffs are crappy, and some of them are, in my opinion, actually dangerous to cues. But then when they try to price it out and make you guys pay close to what we charge, then it's even more of a fraud and even more of a ripoff, in my opinion. So something to think about. And believe me when I tell you, there's a lot of points. This isn't this isn't just a claim I'm making just to say, hey, you know, just buy a JB case, don't buy a knockoff, because, you know, if the shoe were on the other foot and I was the one making the knockoff, then I would do everything possible to make it as good as what I was knocking off, because I would want to say that, you know, I would want to be able to back that up. But these guys, they just rip you off by taking a lot of shortcuts, using cheaper parts, using techniques that aren't as good, building interiors that are actually not protective, and stuff like that. And then they have the audacity to charge you, or try to charge you close to what we charge. I think, you know, that's just, yeah, well, there's a special place in hell for people like that. Anyway, this is a 4x8, black and red, black with red trim on here. And it says here we have a tautologist. Not sure what a tautologist is, but it says it's deja vu all over again. You guys can see that. And then here on the side it says here, wherever you are. It says wherever you are, wherever you go, there you are. And kind of looks like a Japanese looking type of font, you know. I think I've seen something like that before. It was called like chopsticks or something like that. Bushido. Anyway, huh?
It's Bushido.
Bushido? Okay, it's called Bushido. So there you go. There's a 4 butts, 8 shafts with a red interior, red leather zipper pulls, by the way, 1 strap. So there you go. Okay, this one here is a 2x4 butterfly, and this is a got leather pockets, full leather pockets on here. So it's got this distressed type of leather going on there. Looks really cool. Backpack straps, which are not on there right now, but they will be. And this one has taller pockets. Show you what that looks like inside here. You got a nice big tall pocket that's nice and deep. And as I mentioned earlier, you see the jump cue. See the jump cue padded sleeve in here, so that's pretty cool, right? Push that over here. I'm all uncoordinated today. Magnetic pocket. And let's see what color the interior is. What do we got? We got white zipper pulls on here. Good thing I washed my hands. Okay, here's our straps. These are the straps. And so this one is 1 butt and 2 shafts on each side of the board here. Show you guys what that looks like. So you can see here, this is 1 butt and 2 shafts, and 1 butt and 2 shafts on this one, padded all the way down. So you got full padding all the way in through here. And this has heavy duty industrial Velcro right here. Then you can take the other Velcro and you can put it on the side, so you can, anything with Velcro, you can put it in there. And of course it's the JB Ultra Pad, so there you go. There you go, so it's a nice little butterfly case. Gives you a slightly different format, a little bit lighter, allows you to stick extra cues in there and stuff that you want, change your clothes if you're going out for the weekend. I'm just kidding, but we have seen people do that. All right, so what else do we have here? We have, this is a 2x5, 3x4, and so this is a good example of customizing where you don't have to have all the pockets. So this customer chose to have 2 smaller pockets on here and forego the larger pocket and put their initials on here. So that's SLM, as you can see right there. And so the cool part here is that he can use that there. He's got a little bit slimmer format right there, so it looks pretty cool. And also that will take, I I think $30 or so off the price of the case. So there you go. If they don't need it, they don't have to get it. We're not forcing them to get something they don't need, and they get exactly the format that they want. So there you go. 1 strap, 2 butts, 5 shafts, or 3 butts, 4 shafts. This case holds either way. Holds that either way. Apparently the pain pill is giving me cotton mouth right now. I should have some water in here. All right. So if I start devolving and start talking like this, blah, 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 you'll know why. All right. This one here is gray and maroon with 2 straps and white piping, white straps, very pretty, red stitching. This one says Red Devils right there, so that's very cool. And let's see what we got inside here. It says a gray interior. I should show this every time when I do it like this. Ultra pad. All right, so there you go. Valkyrie. Now we got another red and black here. This one is a 1x2. So this was a 1x2 with 2 pockets, red zipper pulls, red stitching, 1 strap, and 1 butt, 2 shafts. There you go. I'm going to figure out how to get this camera closer to the light or the light closer to the camera, one of those two. All right. One of these days I'll get this whole thing set up the way I want. Okay, this one here is a black with blue piping, blue stitching on here, taller lid, 2x5, 3x4, and this has a jump cue, no, I'm sorry, it has a ball holder in the lid, and there you go, so very cool. And a whole bunch of accessories in here. So we got a ton of accessories in here. We have a double clip ring. We got a velcroed in, or sewn in. Is that sewn in? No, that's a velcroed in holder in there. I can't do this. I'm gonna hold it all up and show it. All right, so here we go. Let's look and see what all the stuff we got in here. Make sure I put it all back too. Okay. So we have a clip-on towel ring, right? He's got a towel ring on here, but he's also got another one that can be clipped on. So you can see there. We have a double-ended clip ring, okay? Also cool. Then we have here a phone holder with 2 pockets. So you just put that in here like this. Then you can take your phone, slip your phone in like this. Now you've got a spot for your phone in there, so you can do that. Then you've got over here on this side of the pocket, I've got another elastic pocket, so you can use that to put whatever you want to hold in there and keep it in with elastic. And then I've got these nifty deals right here. This is an elastic band. Just simple, right? Simple stuff. This is an elastic band that you can put anywhere on the case where the fabric is, and you can kind of make your own holder there. You know, so some people use that for tip tools, and some people use them for jump cues or whatever. You know what, extensions, whatever it is you wanna hold it with, you can do that. I've used it for for various things, you know, like holding a pill bottle, holding Altoids, just whatever you want to put on there. All right, well, let's see what's in this pocket then. Okay, great. So we have here, I have an extra compartment here on the inside for whatever the customer wants to put in there. Then we have a jump cue sleeve, and we have a pocket tray. Now the pocket tray, this is all configurable, so everything you guys want to do with that, you can configure it to hold any number of things. These all Velcro in and out. like that, so you can bend them, you can do whatever you want. You can use your own Velcro, whatever you'd like to do. So there you go. All right, and let me put all this stuff back so I don't get in trouble and forget it. And there you go. So thank you very much. And the interior is, as I showed you before, I think, 2 butts, 5 shafts. As well, this is this is a spacer. Now the way this works is you basically a sock with PVC pieces, and what you do is you just set this up with the amount of PVC pieces you need, so that you can put a jump cue or something else in there. And you just take this and stuff it into the cavity that you want to use it for, and then take the excess fabric, stuff it into an adjacent fabric, an adjacent cavity, and now you've got a spacer where you didn't need any tools to install it, and you don't need any tools to get it out, and it's infinitely adjustable. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this in there right now and just leave it sitting there. Take this and put this in the other side. And what's cool about that is the fabric in there is the same fabric that you use, that we use when we build the cavities. So there's nothing in there whatsoever that will harm the cue in any way, and it's just very useful. So there you go. All right, are you waiting to pack this stuff? You can go ahead and grab stuff that I already got. Okay. All right, folks. Well, that's it. So we're all done, and we're going to pack this up and get it going. So you guys take care. Bye bye.